How to get rid of ants and keep them away for good. Have you ever walked outside and suddenly noticed a pile of ants right next to your sidewalk, your garden bed, or even worse, near the front door? And the most frustrating part is, you spray them, sweep them away, or pour water on the spot. And somehow, the next day, they're back, like nothing happened. That's because the ants you see are only a tiny part of the problem. If you want to get rid of ants and actually keep them away, you have to do 3 things. Remove what's attracting them, break the trails they're using, and target the colony, not just the ants walking around on top of the ground. And the good news is, you don't have to start with harsh chemicals. There are simple, natural methods that can make a big difference around your yard, garden, patio, and even the outside of your home. So, before you grab a random spray and hope for the best, try this step-by-step method. The first thing you need to do is remove what's attracting the ants in the first place. Ants are not usually wandering around for no reason. They're looking for food, moisture, shelter, or a good place to build a nest. Around the house, that can mean crumbs near the door, sticky spills on the porch, pet food bowls, garbage bins, recycling bins, barbecue grease, or even tiny bits of food that fell between patio stones. In the yard and garden, it can mean fallen fruit, dead leaves, old branches, plant debris, or pests like aphids and scale insects. Aphids are especially important because many ants are attracted to the sweet, sticky liquid they produce, called honeydew. In some gardens, ants will actually protect aphids because they use them as a food source. You can often knock aphids off with a strong blast of water from a hose. For a heavier problem, use an organic insecticidal soap, following the directions on the label. Once the aphids are gone, the ants may lose interest in that plant. This step may seem basic, but it matters. If you leave the food source there, the ants have a reason to keep coming back. So take the time to clean up the problem areas. The second step is to break their scent trail. Ants follow invisible scent trails called pheromone trails. When one ant finds food or water, it leaves a chemical trail behind, and the others follow it. That's why you often see them marching in a perfect line. A simple way to interrupt that trail is with white vinegar and water. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Then spray it directly along the ant trail, sidewalk edge, patio stones, door threshold, or wherever you see them traveling. This, of course, won't kill the colony, but it does erase the map they're using. It confuses them and makes it harder for them to return to the same spot. You can also use this around outdoor entry points, like the base of doors, window frames, and foundation cracks. Just avoid spraying vinegar directly on delicate plants, because it can damage leaves. It's also important to block the places where ants are getting in. Walk around the outside of your house and look closely at the areas near doors, windows, vents, pipes, utility lines, and cracks in the foundation. Ants can enter through very tiny gaps, so if you see a trail going toward the house, follow it. It may lead to a crack, a loose door sweep, a gap around a pipe, or a small opening under siding. Seal what you can with caulk, weather stripping, or appropriate outdoor sealant. Replace worn door sweeps if ants are coming in under the door. Now let's talk about natural barriers. Natural barriers can help keep ants away from specific areas, especially around patios, walkways, garden edges, and outdoor entry points. One of the most effective options is food-grade diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth is a fine powder made from fossilized algae. To insects, it acts like a drying barrier. When ants crawl through it, it can damage their protective outer layer and cause them to dehydrate. To use it, sprinkle a very light line of food-grade diatomaceous earth around ant trails, garden edges, cracks, and ant hills. But there are 2 important things to remember. First, it only works when it's dry. If it rains or you water the area, you'll need to reapply it. Second, don't breathe in the dust. Apply it gently. Avoid gusty days, and keep it away from kids and pets while you're using it. You can also try scent-based deterrents like cinnamon, used coffee grounds, citrus peels, or peppermint. These can help disrupt ant trails and make certain areas less attractive. For example, you can sprinkle cinnamon or used coffee grounds near a patio edge, around outdoor planters, or near a spot where ants keep traveling. The third step is the one that really matters if you already have a colony. Use bait. This is where many people go wrong. They spray the ants they see. The visible ants die, and it looks like the problem is solved. But the queen is still alive underground, and the colony keeps going. Repellents make ants move, but bait is what targets the colony. A common natural-style bait is a sugar and borax mixture. The sugar attracts the ants, and the borax acts slowly enough that worker ants can carry it back to the nest and share it with the colony. Here's a simple recipe. Mix 3 teaspoons of sugar with 1 teaspoon of borax and a little bit of warm water. Stir until dissolved. Then pour the mixture into a small plastic jar or covered container with a few tiny holes around the side, low enough for the ants to get in. You can also add a small piece of sugary or starchy food inside, like a bit of cracker, bread, or cereal, so the ants have something to carry back to the colony. Put the bait near the ant trail or close to the mound, but not directly in the middle of the chaos. You want the ants to find it and carry it back. And this part is important. Keep borax bait away from children, pets, birds, bees, and wildlife. Even though borax is a common household mineral, it is still toxic if eaten. Also, don't make the mixture too strong. If there's too much borax, the ants may die before they bring enough back to the colony. After you place the bait, leave it alone. You may actually see more ants at first, and that's a good sign. It means they found the bait. Don't spray them. Don't disturb the trail. Let them carry it back. Give it a couple of days. Depending on the size of the colony, it may take several days to see a major drop in activity. And that's the real secret. Ants are not impossible to control, but you have to stop treating the surface problem and start making the area less useful to them. Once they can't find an easy food source, can't follow their old trails, and don't have a comfortable place to settle, they'll move on, and they'll be much less likely to come back. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give the video a like, share it with friends and family, and leave a comment with your own ant control tips. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more simple home and garden hacks.